Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. So I started Happiness Ever After to do vision board kits because I see the value in vision boarding, and I'm also very lazy, and I sit there and go, oh, I should do a vision board. Yeah, I know I need to do a new one. And then I would think, oh, I have to get the magazines out. I have to like flip through them and then cut all the pictures. And I have to go get a poster board. Like, when am I ever going to be in the store and remember I need a poster board? And, so I basically make it like this horribly long, drawn out, exhaustive process. And I never go get the supplies. And so I don't do the vision board. So I started the company because I wanted people to have easy customized. So like, you tell me what topics you want and I pick the pictures. So it's a customized vision board kit. So I did that, and I have that, and you're in, links below. You're more than welcome to subscribe to the Happiness Club and get a monthly kit, among other things. However, I just also was thinking that some people don't even know what a vision board is or why they would ever want or need one. So backing up quite a few steps to vision boarding, basically it's a collage of a bunch of images that make you happy and look like things that you would want. That's the very rough, basic concept of what most people think, that it is. But what it could be is, and why it might help you, why would you as a person need a vision board, is it's a way for you to help focus on what is important to you, deep inside of you, what brings you joy, what makes you happy, and how you might possibly make a plan to get there. So if you look at it from that perspective, I don't know anybody that couldn't benefit from a vision board, but I just think the education of vision boarding, or like the theory of it, when I first was confronted with it, it was the friend of mine that was just like, oh, I made a vision board, now I'm gonna get it. And I was like, okay, you're like one of those people. Like, I was like, oh, only people that are, super girly and crafty, and they're just like all head in the clouds, like, I'm just gonna make pictures and then my reality will change. Like, I really didn't believe in it at all. So I was definitely a hater. But as I started to form my first business and then evolving into this, we started kind of visualizing what the business was going to look like and how we were going to help people and how we saw our lives changing. And then I kind of started to think, oh, I think I'm actually making a vision board. Wait a second, let me back up. So that's kind of how it evolved to me. Like, I actually just innately started making a vision board and then realizing, like, oh, I get why they're cool now. So I think when it was described to me originally, it came off as like something you do when you're planning a wedding or something, like just something very like girly and flowers and clouds and like, that. But in reality, and in my blog, I discuss, the topic, or the title is Forest. I can't even see the trees. So it's like, you want me to make a vision board? I don't even know, like I'm so blinded by I don't have vision. I can't even see like right in front of me. Like I can't see the future. I'm blocked by all of the crap that's surrounding me right now. So that is why the process. So there's a process to vision boarding. You don't just start flipping through magazines, pulling things out and sticking them on. You can, but as I realized through the evolution of my vision boarding, it's not as effective that way. It just doesn't work as well that way. So there are some steps that I'm going to discuss now as to like best practices for making the most successful use of a vision board, and why you may or may not find it helpful to you. So first, I'm just going to go over like how you know whether you want or need one. Okay. So self-discovery. So the first thing about benefit of vision boarding is self-discovery. So if you're sitting there right now and you're thinking, I don't know if I'm in the right career for me, like I'm not sure my family life is what I really wanted it to be, or had thought it would be when, 5 years ago. Like, is it me? Is it them? Is it, what? If you're just kind of doubting whether you're in the right place at the right time, like that you've put yourself in this path, if this has been the right path, and if you're supposed to continue on, or if you need to change things up, then I would say you probably need a little bit of self-discovery, and vision boarding is the first step to the vision boarding process, is self-discovery. So one of the techniques that vision boarding helps that happen is you kind of, through flipping through different magazines, and I would suggest even starting with going to the grocery store or the Walgreens or the whatever, and you just kind of scan the aisles and say, okay, what am I even attracted to? Is it the business section, the family section, the decorating family circle, what architecture, travel, kind of look at what things are drawing, which magazine topics are drawing you in, okay? Or you can just sit down at home and write, what areas do I think that I'm lacking in? What areas do I want to improve? What areas do I have question marks around? Just kind of list out all the things that you feel maybe off for you right now. Okay. So the self-discovery of just, first of all, realizing that there might be something missing, and then just trying to wrap your head around what that is. Try to pinpoint it a little bit better. You don't have to get laser focused yet, but just kind of try to, pinpoint a little bit what that might be. And as you do that, you want to kind of narrow it down. So the next step would be prioritizing your desires or your areas for improvement, or whatever you want to call it. So, so prioritizing, so make this big list, or, get 6 or 7 magazines or whatever. And then as you're going through the list or the magazines, and you're pulling out pictures, or you're just, writing down topics, try to narrow your focus. Try to prioritize. Okay. So if you made a list and you were like, I need to travel more, and, I need to focus on my kids, and I need to change careers, and, you have 17 things on this list that you want to focus on. Pick 2 or 3. Okay. And then you're just going to keep getting more and more specific. So you may even go, okay, I'm going to do 3 things, then go get the magazines. Or you're in the store and you get 7 magazines. You're like, you know what? I'm flipping through these. I'm only actually going to pull images from 3. Okay. And then as you're pulling out images, you're going to find a bunch of stuff, and you're going to start making these piles. So I want you to kind of stay focused on the 3 topics, 2 to 3 topics, and really make sure that you're getting to the root of what it is that you want to focus on within those topics, because it could be a big topic like travel. Well, are we talking international? Are we talking local? Are you buying an RV and doing road trips? Or are we traveling to Australia? Because you can't, maybe you can, I don't know, go to Australia and Bali and Hawaii and Montana all in one year. So, you kind of need to figure out, narrow it down, okay? Prioritize it. And then as you're doing that, you're going to be creating these life goals, just magically creating them, because as you start narrowing down the pictures and the ideas and the concepts of okay, I listed out all the places I want to travel to. Okay, now I'm narrowing down. Now you're creating a goal, a life goal. I want to go to Australia next Christmas. Okay, look, you just made a life goal, okay, through looking at pictures in a magazine. Kind of, sort of. I mean, obviously we're putting in some extra work here, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's not the practice of just looking at pretty pictures, cutting and pasting. It's the process that's actually going to give you the benefit. The picture is the thing. If you saw my Perception is Reality video, if you didn't see that one yet, go check it out. When you surround yourself in things that make you happy, one of those could be your vision board, and the vision board has your goals on it. And that helps keep you focused. So once you get everything narrowed down and you place it on the board and you get it all glued on, and you have this beautiful imagery of all this, oh my gosh, look at this. I'm gonna go to Bali, and I'm gonna have more time with my kids, and I'm gonna cook my own meal. You have all these things that you're gonna do now. Like you have these goals, these life goals that you've created for yourself in the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months. I don't suggest you doing more than a year out. I like to look at them in 3-month buckets, like seasonal things. And honestly, you probably should be updating them every month or so. Adding, or, you know, don't have to change the whole board, but like adding another picture, kind of covering over a picture or something like that, or like checking off like, yeah, I got that done, I got that done. So the last step is evaluating your progress. So because you have this board of all of your life goals and you put it somewhere predominantly that you see in your house every morning, like the bathroom mirror, or, you know, where you do your makeup, or where you get dressed, or your closet door, you know, the wall in front of your bed in the morning, wherever you see it that's, you know, acceptable with your decor and you're happy, you know, you're fine with it being there. Your office, like whatever makes you happy, like, but you have to look at it like at least once a day. Okay, to kind of remind yourself what you're supposed to be working on, what the goals are, what's the focus for today, what's the focus for the week, what's the focus for the month. And as you are looking at it, you might be a week, 2, 3, 6, 8 weeks in, and you might look at it one day and go, oh my God, like I planned the trip to Australia. I've been coming home early and playing with my kids. Oh my gosh, I've been cooking. Oh my gosh, like this board is done. Or, you know, I've done 3/4 of the board and it's only been a month, 2 months, 3 months. So now you get to go back to that original list of all the topics that you had, and you can kind of cross off the ones you did and like actually look at the ones that are there. Are these even things you want anymore? So as you change, as you reach these goals, your new goals might be completely different. You might have to start all the way over, or you might be able to go back to the original list and pull a couple off. But vision boarding on a consistent basis helps you see the forest through the trees. It helps you focus, laser focus on the things that bring you joy, that you think will bring you joy, and maybe they don't. Maybe you try to get that and then you realize you didn't want it, and now you got to reevaluate. But it helps you kind of move forward. And we don't always have to be moving forward all the time. We don't always need change, but change can be hard. And this is just one little way to take it piece by piece and just test the waters and see if it's something that you want to pursue. So that is why you may or may not need or want to vision board. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. There are links below. There's a blog on the website, so there's everything we said here is in written word on the website. Check out our other videos and blogs, and until we meet again, my lovelies, take care.